Hi, I'm Kerry Kirkham, and this is an episode of What Does the Wine Fox Say? I have had this sitting on my kitchen table for the longest time. It's these Nespresso Reveal wine glasses, and it's supposed to be for espresso. And I'm wondering, how does it differ from my usual Nespresso glasses? I mean, does it really matter? It's made by Riedel. So Nespresso approached Riedel and they developed this glass specifically for bolder flavored espresso. And so this is Darkon, which is a level 11. It goes to 11, my favorite. So it's nice and rich. And a little background on Riedel. Actually, let me get the temperature of these first. So this one is 142 degrees Fahrenheit, and this one is, wow, a lot cooler. 115 Fahrenheit. That's actually really cool. I will wash this later. You know what? I'll go into Riedel later. Let me try this. Okay, right now this is it's exactly how I like it, but we're going to rebrew this one. It's too cool. Let's break into this. And again, temperature changes quickly, and it really does matter. This is 138. Okay, right now this is 138. According to 300 volunteers and researchers at University of Texas at Tyler, they say the optimum situation in which to enjoy coffee is late morning at 136 degrees Fahrenheit. So that was a very focused study with 300 volunteers. So this is pretty close to optimal temperature and its optimal time because it's mid-morning. You know, normally I'm all for Riedel glasses, but this I'm still not sure it makes much of a difference. I'm having this at okay, I bet you it's 136 now. Temperature really does matter. This is at 130 now, and I still think it's too hot to enjoy it out of this glass. I'm not getting much in the way of aroma. I'm getting very bitter aromas. Nothing alluring, nothing that really excites me. I think it's too hot, even at 131 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna let this cool, and just for context, I'm gonna get this up to, I'm gonna rebrew this at 136 degrees Fahrenheit, thereabouts, and retry and see if I get more aroma out of this than I do this. I'm just getting a lot of bitter components. Just bitter, not even so much coffee. It's actually not very pleasant. And I'm really into Riedel glasses. I have several, as you notice here. This is for Chardonnay. This is for Burgundy. This is just a dressy sommelier champagne flute, which some people poo-poo, but I love the flute. I don't care. So let's pause this, and we're going to revisit. This is just an unscripted experiment, so we're just going with the flow. So again, this is the Darkon. It is level 11, and this glass in particular is meant for bold. It goes from regular to bold, so this is the bold. So this is the second iteration. Okay, it's about 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So when I put it to my nose, I do get more espresso quality, more that roasty, toasty, little bit of biscuit, smokiness, caramel. Really, really amazing. I get a great nose on that. And one of the things I like about these clear glasses is you can see the crema, you can see the darkness, the turbidity. I love these glasses in particular. They're my favorite. And on my days off, I like to drink out of them. It reminds me of being in Vienna. I am 1/8 Austrian, so it really dominates in my appreciation of coffee. Okay, let's go back to this. As it's cooling, I'm getting more aroma. Similar. But honestly, I like how it smells out of here better. This highlights bitterness to me. Bitter components like almost metallic. Okay, I am getting some more caramel. Dark caramel. Like a burnt caramel quality. I still like it. I like it. Okay. Coffee is a very personal thing. I like my coffee on the cooler side. Okay, right now it's 135 degrees Fahrenheit. And I find it still too warm for me. I like my coffee cooler. Probably closer to 120. So according to a study, most, and this is from the National Coffee Association of the United States, they recommend you serve coffee at 180 to 185 degrees Fahrenheit. That's serving it. So by the time it gets to the person, it's going to cool down a little bit. But they say most people typically drink coffee at about 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Personally, for me, that's too hot. I like to be able to really taste my coffee, and I find that I can taste it better when it's cooler. Now I'm going to sniff this again, because coffee rapidly cools, and honestly, temperature is as probably even more important than the vessel in which you're drinking it. And that goes for wine and anything. Okay, now that it's cooler, it is more intense. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, now what's the temperature now? 107 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now we're talking. Ooh, now we're talking. This is aromatherapy. Okay, I get that rich roasty note. Toasty, and again, biscuit. Caramel, like dark burnt caramel. No smokiness or anything, nuttiness. Rich, alluring, really sexy actually. This is the kind of coffee my husband really likes. He likes dark, rich coffees, and I tend to taste with his palate in mind, so when I smell and taste things, I get excited because I know he's going to love it. Oh, that's beautiful. And I like how you can, again, see the crema. You can see the color of the coffee, the clarity. It's nice and rich looking. It's not clear at all, very turbid. And just beautiful. I wonder if they have any studies on coffee legs. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Really pretentious. But one thing I want to mention, and again, this goes to Austrian ingenuity, is when you hold this glass, there's a little divot in the bottom. So when you hold it, your finger fits in there just perfectly like this. The form is beautiful, and the function, I was really skeptical at first, but as the coffee cools, it is an experience, and it is very sexy, and I like it a lot. But if you like to drink your coffee hot, and some people do, I know some people that love like nuclear hot coffee, you'll hate this because it's going to be not a great sensory experience. But for me as a wine drinker, oh, I like this. Now let's go back to my favorite. This is my favorite way to have my coffee. You know, I really wanted to hate this because it seems really super pretentious, but I actually like it a lot. And it took this experiment for me to like it. So it comes in this little tube. And just let me explain a little bit about Riedel. About 8 years ago, I went to a Riedel tasting at Fort Mason Pavilion in San Francisco, and George Riedel himself was there, and that's where I got these glasses. It was part of that tasting for industry professionals, and it was a small group. And George Riedel left a huge impression on me because he's very Austrian. He's very dialed down, specific, intense. He's a super intense dude. But I love the fact that some of the people showed up late. And he's like, I'm not going to let you in. How are you going to experience the full experience when you miss the first 2 pours? You have to go. And I love that about him. That is so Austrian. There's so much I like about Austria. My great-grandmother was from just outside of Vienna. And it's just something I love. Right now I'm listening to waltz music. I love Strauss. So I guess this just plays into who I am and what I love. But if you're a wine person and you don't mind your coffee being on the warm side, not hot, but warm. Let me see what it is now. Okay, right now it's 94. When it hits my lips, it's on the cooler side, but I like it because I could taste more. And I could smell more. There's not much left in the glass, but the aromas really come up. Really nice. If you don't mind having your coffee on the cooler side, this is a lot of fun. It is really intense. A set of 2, I think it's about $40. They're beautifully made. They're machine washable. You would never ever want to put this in a microwave. As a matter of fact, don't microwave your coffee. Just brew yourself more coffee. But this is a lot of fun. I like this. I'm glad you got these. My husband got these. It came for free because we buy so much massive amounts of coffee. We always get the free gift with purchase, and that's how we got these. And these I love. I really love these because you could put a little biscuit here or a chocolate and just pretend you're in Vienna, which is my happy space. I love it. Okay. Sorry for the meandering rambling. I literally just rolled out of bed and waited till mid-morning to do this. So it's not scripted, it's not polished, but it is genuine from the heart. If you're curious about these, well, now you know. And to that, I say Prost and seize the coffee.